And a win. A win is a win. Man United have beaten Sunderland 2-0 at Old Trafford, and it feels good to win. It feels good to win a game you're supposed to win, and it feels good to win a game convincingly and comfortably, guys. I don't feel like we've been in a position where we've dominated and controlled a game from start to finish like we did against Sunderland. There's a lot to take from the game, in my opinion. There's a lot to take from the game. First and foremost, the manager. Before the game, he spoke about the fact that the fans have to take a bit of responsibility, because apparently our lack of faith in the system is the reason why the players are playing badly. No, Amorim. We have a lack of faith in the system because the players are playing badly, not the other way around. Our lack of faith comes from the fact that we've seen you win 24% of the games, so we don't have too much faith, of course, because of your performances, because of the team's performances, because of the facts of the matter. So it's not the fact that we're losing. We're not losing games because of the fans' lack of faith in the system. That doesn't make any sense. So that's the first thing I want to mention in this match reaction. Those comments from the manager, I don't know if they were necessary or wise. But that being said, the game itself was a decent game. We actually played decently. The manager's system, the manager's formation, and some of the players that he started, I think we were surprised to see Cunha on the bench for Mason Mount. I think that surprised a lot of people. I'm glad that LAMMENS started the game and he's back and we don't have Maguire. I still have issues with Luke Shaw at right centre back. And I also have issues with Dalot. I would prefer to see a more attacking player play wing back. I would still prefer to see Dorgu play there instead of Dalot. And even Dorgu, you can argue, might not be the full-time, long-term player at wing back. He might not be the answer. But I will still rather have Dorgu than Dalot. So yes, for me, question marks once again over the players that he's picked. But then again, he's won the game. He's won the game. So you could argue justified. You could argue he was justified for starting the players he started. Mount is somebody that I want to talk about, because Mason Mount, I thought to myself, why is he starting Mason Mount over Cunha? Then I remembered last game where Cunha was dribbling and dribbling and dribbling and then losing the ball. And then receiving the ball, dribbling and then losing the ball. And I compared that performance last week of Cunha's to Mason Mount's this week, where no dribbling, no messing around. Mason Mount gets the ball and gives it. Receives the ball and gives it. Keeps things simple, does the right things, doesn't try to do anything flashy. Effective is the word. Effective. Basic, but effective. And what Mason Mount will give you, and I always say this in Mason Mount's defense, he's not available enough. He gets injured too much. He should never have the number 7 shirt. He should never be wearing the number 7 shirt. Never. But I will say this. Mason Mount gives you a bit of consistency. He might never be the flashy player that we want him to be for Manchester United. Oh, but he will give you a 6 out of 10. He'll give you a 7 out of 10. He has good fundamentals. He can pass the ball. He's got a good first touch. Mason Mount technically isn't a bad footballer. He just isn't an amazing one. He's just not an exciting one. He does the basics, and that's why managers like him. He does what he is told. Mason Mount had a good game today. Amad Diallo had a great game today. I saw a lot of people on Amad's back over the last 3-4 days, and I think it's good to demand more from Amad. He's becoming a senior player now, so we should demand more. But I saw some of these comments. You guys were getting a bit too over the top. For 2 seasons now, Amad Diallo has saved Man United. He's been one of our best players. He was our best player last season. Our only bright spark with Lenny Euro last season was Amad. Season before with Ten Hag, he saved Ten Hag. He was amazing. And all it took here was 3 games at the beginning of this season that he has underperformed for you guys to want to sell him, for you guys to want to put him in a bomb squad. You guys make me sick. The fans that want Ahmad out, who want to put Ahmad in the next bomb squad and all these things, you're the problem. You're the problem. So I'm glad Ahmad had a good game today. Back to his best. He was a threat down that side all game. Our 2 goals came from the left-hand side. Came from Ahmad and Mbeumo's side. Mbeumo had an okay game today. He gave the ball away a lot. Chose some of the wrong decisions. Made some of the wrong decisions today. And him and Cunha, I think over the last few games, maybe might need taken out the team. Like Cunha was taken out of the team today. Maybe next game Mbeumo needs to be dropped. Maybe. I don't know. Just putting it out there. I like those 2 players. They're players that are going to be here for a long time. They are our present and our future. But they're not perfect. They're not perfect. So, Sesko. I like Sesko today. I've got no issues with Sesko. I said to everybody, Sesko, when I first saw Sesko, his footballing fundamentals, the way he controls the ball, the way he brings others into play, his passing, his footballing fundamentals, they're good. They are good. And because of that, I had no problems. I had no concerns about Sesko scoring goals. I knew he wouldn't go 007. I knew. So I'm glad that Sesko is becoming more confident. He's getting used to the way that we play. And he's growing into the team. Sesko had a good game today. The defense in general had a good game. I mean, Dallo, for me, I wanted more from Dallo. I really want more from Dallo going forward. But defensively, we kept a clean sheet. We were decent. And the goalkeeper, I think this is the end of Bayern. LAMMENS didn't do anything wrong. Apart from that one incident where he ran into Bruno. He didn't put a foot wrong. And most importantly, LAMMENS seems like he's given the defense confidence. I've always said, I want my goalkeeper to be boring, bog standard, doesn't shout, doesn't do anything eccentric, doesn't do anything crazy. I want my goalkeeper to be LAMMENS. LAMMENS just looks like a standard goalkeeper. I don't want the story of the match to be about my goalkeeper. I want my goalkeeper to know. I don't even want to notice my goalkeeper. And I think LAMMENS will give you that. I think LAMMENS, so far in this game, and I hope going forward, will give the defence and therefore the whole team more confidence to go forward. Feeling that there's not a massive mistake or big mistake about to come from the goalkeeper. That will make you go forward, right? Will make you, okay, I can go forward now because I don't think the goalkeeper is going to do something stupid. Right? So, feeling the team, feeling the defence with confidence is a goalkeeper's job, and I think LAMMENS will do that. He did do that in the game today. So, LAMMENS was good. All in all, I think most of our players were decent. It's good to have Casemiro back in the team. We've missed Casemiro in the last game. I say this all the time and I'll keep saying it. I will start Casemiro over Ugarte every game in the week. I think Casemiro is our best midfielder because Bruno isn't really a midfielder. Kobe Mainu is more of an attacking player and Ugarte is not that guy. So all in all, I feel like Casemiro is the most rounded midfielder that we have. Even though he hasn't got legs, guys. We know that. He hasn't got legs. And to play that position, we need him to run up and down the pitch. And he can't do it anymore. But his ability is still there. It's still there. And he's still, for me, a very important part of the midfield. I think he has to play every game, Casemiro. Personally, I think he does. So, good game. Not excellent. Good performance by the team. The manager needed this. There's so much pressure on this manager. The news is, or the talk is, whether he loses or wins the game, he wasn't going to get sacked anyway. But the fact that he's won this game is going to give him more time. I don't know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. Are you Amorim in, Amorim out? And why? Does this win give him more time? What does this win mean? This is a Sunderland team that just got promoted. So a Manchester United team should be beating this team anyway. So we shouldn't be getting too excited. We must also remember the context. But a win is a win. And we needed 3 points. And we did play decently well today. So we also need to take the small wins. The small improvements. We need to take them. Yeah. So all in all, I'm content. Decent game. Decent performance. And let's move on. International break. We've got Liverpool next. I'm not scared about them. Their defense looks shaky as hell. So let's bring it on. Let's bring it on. The manager today, I think he did well. He did okay. Picked a decent team. Picked Mason Mount. Mason Mount justified his selection. I'd give the manager 6 or 7 today. The players, I'm not going to go individually and mark the players out of 10. But apart from maybe Dallo, who had an off game, and maybe Mbeumo, who had an inconsistent game, I think most of the players were decent today. It's a shame that we don't get to see more of Xerxes. I want to see more of Xerxes, but I think Xerxes has to leave. He has to leave. He doesn't even come on for 10, 15 minutes like everyone else does. He just doesn't play. So it is what it is, guys. I'm happy for the win. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys next time.